Seinfeld. That's
Seinfeld. Come on.
Buddy, come on.
Darius, see that?
Yeah, I won't wear it to practice. Yeah.
Obviously, Washington is having a down year of injuries and such, but when you dove into the tape this week as you prep for the game, what are some things that stood out to you guys that could pose some problems?
Yeah, they got a lot. I got a lot of respect for, their coaching staff. They do a great job. A lot of respect for the players that you see year in, year out, that you go against. Like, they got a lot of good players and they got great coaches. And they've had some tough tight games that they've lost, and they've played really good. They've done a lot of good things. So, got a lot of respect for this team.
Nick, following up with
Jaylen attack the process of the mechanics of under center starting around Minnesota week. How have you kind of saw him attack that in the middle of the season, kind of expanding that, and how he can,
As far as the
process of playing that and kind of.
Yeah, again, he'll do everything he can do to help himself get better at everything that he works at. So, I've seen a lot of hard work of, things that like that, and that's just who Jaylen is. He's going to attack every process with great focus, with great energy, with great detail to become the best football player he possibly can. You always admire that from him.
Nick, following up with Washington having a down year, they have allowed the 5th most rushing yards per game. With Jaylen having the success that he did last game running the ball, what opportunity does that present for him on the ground in this matchup?
Yeah. Again, you always look at a tape and when you go through your process of how you want to attack, what's good for your guys, what your guys do well, all those different things, how do you mesh things together? And so there's some different ways we want to attack. We know that we have to execute. We don't have to adjust as coaches and as the game goes on to give our guys the best chance to succeed. So, there's going to be multiple different ways we try to attack. If that's one of them is that way, then it'll be that way. But, we feel good about the plan going in, but we're going to have to go, we're going to naturally see some things that we didn't expect. We'll have to adjust, and the guys will have to execute.
How do you feel about the opportunity to win a second division title in a row?
Yeah, that it's just the next game right here. It's just the next game, and we know we know it's an opportunity to win the division, and we'll cross, as my dad used to always say, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I'm excited to be able to go out and play football and coach football, and get an opportunity for us to get better against a well-respected opponent.
What have you seen from Tank Bixby? He seems to, he obviously got a lot of carries in the last game and everything, but it seems like he's becoming more and more of a part of the offense. What are you kind of seeing from him?
Yeah, I think we obviously try to get him carries as the game, goes, and, how the game goes dictates how many carries he gets. But, we just feel like he practices with great energy, and then you see that in game day. He plays with great energy, and I think he does a really good job of he gets so much energy when he makes a play, and every run he runs hard, and but that's a result of who he is week in, week out. What you guys don't get to see is throughout the practice. So it's how he practices, how he goes about his business. So love what he brings to our football team.
In Lane's, what was the thought process between not putting him on IR when the injury happened?
Yeah, we'll see where we are. By the end of, we still get a little time to see what's going on this week. So we'll see what happens. Every case you think through differently, individually, and you never put anything past Lane. But at the end of the day, we'll do what's best for Lane and what the doctors feel like is best for Lane of when he plays and everything like that.
You have some players who haven't been in a clinching type situation before. Do you enjoy watching those players experience that?
Yeah, again, what we think about is this next game and our preparation for this game. There hasn't been a lot of talk about, hey, this is an opportunity to do this. Like, this is an opportunity to go play a well-respected opponent. on Saturday at 5 o'clock. So we're excited about that opportunity and there. You know, I always find joy in guys that, you know, get to experience things like that. But you know, we gotta go do it, right? We gotta go play a good game. We gotta go coach a good game. And then, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And you know, excited to go play this week.
Couple more.
Seems like having Britton back returning punts has added another element, especially when you guys are keeping you guys from being so backed up. You know, what led to kind of holding off on putting him back out there until now?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a really good job now, and he's been consistently doing a good job with that that part. He brings a lot to us, and you know, just excited that he's back out there ripping it. There's always things with the roster that sometimes, you know, that you're able to do and you're able not to do. So we're just excited that he's back there right now, and you know, we know he gives us a spark in that area.
How have
you seen Jordan Mailata make an impact as a leader this season, especially when there's so many young guys like Miles Cameron in that room, Drew Kendall in that room?
Yeah, he cares so deeply about his teammates, and he's such a good example with how he works and and how he's developed. And the man never played football before, and now he's, you know, this guy was what, 5th or 6th year starting, and has had a lot of success, contracts, accolades, all these different things. So he's a great example. And then it really goes down to how much he cares about people, his teammates, his coaches, his people in the building. He's a special dude.
In Hard Knocks, we saw the excitement about the play design on the final touchdown. What in particular about that play design excited you?
I was excited about the touchdown. Jaylen threw a great ball, and it was a great, you know, shoot. When things go out there and it works and you score a touchdown, you get excited about that. There's no doubt.
All right, thanks, folks.